You came back for part 2. Good choice. I've got some crazy results coming up, so let's get started. And now let's check if we did a good job displacing all of the products across our shop floor. And it appears we've done an excellent job because we have currently building limit at 75, capacity at 75, and we have actually more products than the building limit. So overall, I'm very pleased with the results, and it's time to complete the last steps for this shop and get it open. We will get 4 security guards because this is a large area, and we will have 24/7 security. We can quickly just assign the business, and then we'll need to reselect them and hire them. And just to be on the safe side, I want to see if it's gonna be enough. Well, we cannot see yet a security update, but once we get the shop open, we will have a better idea. So let's carry on. Let's talk to our headhunter and stop recruiting for security guards because we need customer service employees, and we are a bit picky. We won't need employees that don't want to work full-time, and we can select a range of options from this deal breakers screen right here. Next, we need to talk to our logistic managers and make sure that they deliver our products to the new acquired business, which is our Mega Tech World. And because this is such a large business, I think about 500 stock of each should be enough in the beginning, and then as we start to sell, we will see which of the products are running out of stock more often than others. And this way we'll be able to better optimize both our store inventory and also the purchasing agent's costs. And there we have it, we have plenty customer service employees to choose from. Now we need to take into account that we have 3 cashiers, well, better said 3 checkout counters, and we'll need at least 2 people per checkout counter to cover the entire shift duration, and we also need a few employees that will cover the cleaning shifts. Again, this is a large store, so we'll need more employees to clean the entire shop floor, especially with the recent changes done to the cleaning aspect of the game, where things get dirtier faster. So let's go ahead and assign 6 candidates, and then another 4 for our cleaning shifts. And just in case you haven't noticed, the colors have changed in this screen as well. So I think part of the update 0.4 that generally addressed back-end issues, they also did a few changes to the front end and the UI screen. So these colors are new to me and they have sort of a gradient from left to right. There's also a couple of new sound effects as well when you play around and assigning people to their slots. And finally, let's assign the people to our cleaning shifts, and then we can get the store open. And as you can see, we have a perfect score, even though it's only 92% in terms of security, which I'm very happy with. I've also felt the need to change the sign appearance, and now it's time for us to see what a typical Tuesday looks like in our brand new mega store.
Tell me, baby, where would you like to go? Maybe we'll drive from coast to coast, only to where we love the most. I'm taking you to paradise, paradise. You know where we're going tonight, going tonight. Paradise, paradise. I'm taking you to paradise, paradise. I don't even care about the price, yeah. Paradise, paradise.
As you can see, I think the start of this shop was a success. We had clients roaming around the shop floor, and now it's time to adjust the prices a little bit because we still want to make a profit, and the goal of today's video is to optimize this to the best of our ability and make as much money as possible. So I'm thinking $2.99 for the noise buds, $3.99 for the rhythm by trays, And then the fish phone can be $8.99, and the smartwatch we can do $3.49. We're gonna fast forward in game, and after a few days we're gonna see if our pricing strategy has reached its peak or we need further tweaks. So already one day after opening, we reached 14.6k in profits. If we're looking at the stats, we can see our pricing is 95%, which I'm happy with. And yesterday we reached a peak of 17 clients if I'm looking at this chart right. One thing I did forget to do is to assign all of our newly acquired employees to a HR manager. So we're gonna do that now. And this way we ensure our employees are happy, they are trained, and most importantly, if any of them are absent because of sickness or anything else, they will be automatically replaced by our HR manager. So all of our shifts will be accounted for and we won't lose any profitability or efficiency of the store. On day 2, we reached almost 40k in profits. Looking at the charts, we can see our customer service is increasing, our pricing has increased as well, just in terms of efficiency and customer satisfaction. And as days go by, our customer service will slowly but surely reach 100% because all of our employees are the best in the business. On day 3, we are already at 64,000, completely destroyed our medium-sized building, which is only doing 37,000. Our pricing is almost perfect and our customer service, just like I said, has increased. And if we look at the clients, we're almost reaching 20 clients per day. This is a natural course of events. The shop is brand new, just opened, not a lot of people know about us. I'm hoping to get at least 50 per day, realistically speaking. By day 4, as you can see, Mega Tech World is the best business I currently own at an average daily income at 103,000. This is only day 4. Our customer service is near perfect and the rest of the metrics are also amazing. And if we're looking at how many clients we got yesterday, as you can see, we have 28. So we're slowly approaching the building limit. By day 5, we're almost at 130. We keep getting more and more profits and of course more and more clients. As you can see, we now have reached 32 customers per day, and bear in mind we're still not using any marketing campaigns. It is day 6 and we're nearly at 150,000 per day. Metrics kept improving. We dropped a little bit in customers over time, from 32 down to 28, but that's not a problem at all because it is a Sunday, so it was Sunday to Monday, and not many people perhaps go on a Sunday to shop for a new phone. Let's keep going. It's exactly 1 week since opening, and as you can see, we're close to 160,000 per day. Metrics are looking amazing. The pricing index has actually increased by a couple percent, being at 99 right now. And if we look at our best sellers, we have the noise earbuds at 31% of the total sales, then followed up by Rhythm by Trey at 24% of the total sales, and the last two would be the phones. This is something that I've said in the previous video, and it comes as no surprise that the cheaper options would be the ones that are more popular, and then we can make some capital from the last two products, which are the phones. So after about a week, I saw we're not getting any more customers than our peak at 32, and our profits have also hovered around 120k. It's time for us to consider marketing campaigns and see if we can squeeze out as much money as possible. So let's go ahead and make a few calls and boost our business to the maximum. Of course, this is gonna come at a cost, 6,000 for large billboards, and I think these ones cost 500 for a large internet campaign. There we go. But in the end, we're gonna have our business optimized. So as you can see, the marketing campaigns already kicked in and we have 66%. The clients have improved slightly from yesterday, but we need a few more days to draw an actual conclusion. As you can see, it's Sunday and we are at 32 customers. The previous Sunday was not as good, And if we look at the profits, we made 143,000. And another day has passed, Sunday to Monday. We're now at 36 customers per day, and I believe today was the best day in terms of profits at 164,000. One more day has passed, and we reached a new high at 183,000 per day. If we check the customers, they're still at 32, but I believe they bought more expensive items because the marketing campaign is still at 66 and nothing else changed in terms of satisfaction scores. And if we look at the inventory and pricing, we can see that the Noise Boss earbuds have increased by 2%, while the Artifish smartwatch has decreased by 1%. And one last thing we can try to do is to adjust the opening times of the store. Right now we're opening at 8 AM and we're operating until 10 PM. And looking at these charts, we can see that starting from 9 o'clock we immediately get 16 clients, and the graph kind of trends towards the second half of the day. And I just want to see if there's any sort of movement from midnight until 8 AM. It's not gonna take a long time to figure this out, so let's just go ahead and amend the schedule and change the shifts of our customer service employees and see if this makes any difference. And just after 1 day since the change, we can immediately see that we still have customers that are willing to come into our store and make purchases. Therefore, we are leaving profits on the table. From 4 o'clock in the morning, we get about 9 customers per hour, and from 7 o'clock, it increases to over 18. The drop seems to happen just after 10 o'clock, and then from midnight until 3 AM, there is no one coming through our door. Let's give it a few more days and see if this is still the trend, and then we can better optimize our opening schedules based on the customers over time graph. As you can see, we reached a new high at 210,000 per day. And if we look at the graph, we can see things have indeed changed, and having the shop open pretty much 24/7 has actually generated more profits for us. So after 10 o'clock, there is a drop from 24 to about 10 customers per hour, and then for whatever reason yesterday at midnight we had 16, and then nobody came in at 1 o'clock in the morning, but from 2 AM things started to improve again. And this is why testing is so important in understanding the operational challenges that each business has. At the end of the day, we gain useful insight to efficiently optimize any business based on actual data. Due to the adjustments done to our opening times, we no longer have a perfect security score. Therefore, I am inclined to believe there might be some revenue loss due to theft. The devs mentioned this type of store needs security, so we would be curious to see if we can gain even more profits after a security upgrade. I believe these results are literally speaking for themselves. We have a daily income of 241,000, which is 3 times as much as our clothing stores are doing. If we look at the customers over time, you can see the picture starts to fill in, and on average we have about 9 customers per hour coming from 2 o'clock until 7 o'clock in the morning. So having this shop open 24/7 is a good idea and will help you generate even more money than you think is possible. So with 3 new security guards, we reached again a perfect score at 92%. And I'm pretty happy with that. Our profits have reduced by 20,000 since yesterday, but now that we have better security, I'm hoping that this will go even higher. And there we have it, a new peak at 271,000 per day. As you can see, we don't really reach the building capacity at 75 customers per hour. The most we got I think was around 32, but the key difference here is that we are operating 24/7 and we capitalize on the profits that we previously lost from the early hours of the morning since we are opening from 8 AM onwards. So with that in mind, I will apply the same changes to my other tech store, and hopefully these profits will increase as well. And I think you know it by now, we cannot finish this review without showing a few charts. So what you're seeing in front of you is the performance over time during the last 30 days of the Megatech World Store that we've just created. Please keep in mind that these bars represent pure revenue and not profits. This means this is the total amount of cash we generated before paying our employees, our rent, etc. So as you can see, on our opening day, the store managed to generate $117,000 in revenue. During the following days, it kept increasing, and at no point was there a day where we went back week on week. The peak of the last 30 days was right here, with an astonishing $340,000 generated. And just in case you are wondering, on average this store generated $218,000. I've also taken the liberty to compare the electronics store with one of my best clothing stores. So on this chart, the clothing store is represented by the red color. As you can see, the difference here is embarrassingly big. Clearly, the traction naturally generated by the electronics store, combined with the additional nerfs on the clothing stores, makes it for such a huge difference in total revenue generated. It is almost the same as comparing the profitability of the garment district versus Midtown. While the electronics store generated $117,000 in its first day, our established clothing store did only $81,000. The best day of our electronics store was at $340,000, while the clothing store was much lower at $135,000. These tests and comparisons are not to shame the clothing stores by any means. They should only serve as a testament of how powerful the new electronics business is and what you can achieve as well by using them. The clothing stores remain one of the most profitable businesses in game, while being slightly dethroned by the recent business edition. With that being said, it will absolutely not be a waste of time to still build clothing stores. Combine them with a few electronic stores and you got yourself the recipe to becoming a millionaire. If you enjoyed this video as much as I enjoyed creating it, please make sure to drop a like. Your support is greatly appreciated and it helps push my content to more of you. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.